I suppose you can't ask this question without going into ideas of fairness and justice. Does one have to do something, earn something, in order to be deserving of it, or does a person have certain qualities that make them deserving of certain treatment? I don't have a one-dimensional view on this. If you earn something, you deserve it. You work hard, you apply yourself, you get some payoff, some reward, good for you. In addition to this, very importantly, being human, in my worldview, makes you worthy of the kind of treatment one would expect as a member of the community, namely respect for the rights of people, which extends from the individual up to society in the broadest sense. But all things are not equal, of course. There are hierarchies of worthiness burnt into people's brains, reinforced by social conditioning. And so there are those who would be of the view that you only deserve what you can take or make for yourself. A simplistic perspective tends to lead some down a path of viewing a small minority of people as noble, worthy, and everyone else as parasites. Maybe a couple of steps up on the ladder, a slightly more sophisticated perspective. Entrepreneurs at the top, successful ones anyway, the mass of the workers in the chunky middle, and an underclass of people at the bottom unable to work due to disability or illness or unwillingness to participate as a cog in the machinery of the modern world. I would say it's fairly clear that there are large numbers of people, rich, poor, and everything in between, who see a mass of their fellow human beings as useless, a class of useless people. Having certain preconceptions and prejudices is going to feed into this. You have to have a narrow view of human experience, of life, to accept the idea of useless people. Something along the lines of, if you can't work, you can't produce anything of material value, something which can be sold, traded, what the fuck good are you to anyone? The question itself is insulting, the assumption, the presupposition being that you have to somehow justify yourself, your existence, to somebody who might be behaving in a small-minded or judgmental way, acting as the guardian of some hoity notion. There is no inherent purpose to being a human being, and there's no divine plan. I don't believe in the idea of useless people, as I don't accept that an economic outlook is supreme. There are great people as there are shitty, awful people. But if you think about it, the connectedness of human beings and our ability to grow and learn, the idea that a living, breathing person could have no contribution to make in the broadest sense you can imagine, for me that's a false idea. It's not part of reality. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments.